Do not spend your time overthinking this business. Daryl, also known as the finisher, out here on a Saturday morning, just with what I think is a laid-back job, changing out a mailbox. You know, it's a nice day outside. Customer called me, said somebody backed into his mailbox, and said, why not? See this little post here, this is a builder special. I'm not gonna knock the builder though, because, you know, I'm putting in the exact same mailbox that they destroyed because it's a community, so they all have the exact same mailbox. And that's the only post it requires, but, you know, we're gonna put a little more substantial post in there. We also gotta get it out of the concrete. But why I'm saying don't overthink the business is because there's so many opportunities out here. I mean, I get calls for stuff all the time, little jobs that make really good money, don't take long, and you don't have to have this equipment. You see, I have a hammer drill where I'm breaking up the concrete. Didn't always have that. You don't have to have that. All right, but it is a benefit. You know what I mean? I actually got it to break up tile, but perfectly for this application. But like I was saying, there's so many small jobs you can do. You don't have to do the larger, more complex jobs where, you know, it might take a lot of training and years of experience, or, you know, having to work with other people to learn the job, or just a lot of extra practice. Some things you can just do, like a mailbox is pretty much standard. I mean, you dig a hole, put a post in it, and put concrete around it. Make sure the post is straight. Make sure it's in the ground deep enough. It's just not much to it. I have a whole list of jobs that don't require a whole lot of training. I mean, and it's going to start with the mailbox, of course, because that's what I'm working on now. But we got everything from closet shelves to cleaning gutters out. I always tell you about furniture assembly. I did a whole lot of that when I was first starting out. You got yard cleanup. That's something you can do. It's not out of the realm of the handyman business. A lot of handymen out there that work on yards. TV mounting. I mean, you know, especially if it's just a basic mount, it's nothing to it. And even junk removal. Now, you know, there's bigger applications. I know there's a lot of actual full businesses that do junk removal, but I mean, if you got a truck and you can pick stuff up and put it in the truck, then you can do some junk removal jobs. It's all up to you. I mean, these jobs are out here waiting for you. Some you got to look for. You can find them though. They're everywhere. Like I said, I get these calls all the time for these small jobs where somebody just had too many clothes hanging on their closet rack and it just fell down and they just need somebody to come put it back up. All it cost me is some drywall anchors and about 30 minutes of time. And let's just say I had a minimum charge of $125. That's 30 minutes. That's not bad. It doesn't matter how you look at it. That's not bad at all. Large jobs can sometimes get annoying. I mean, I know, that's why I go back and forth. I'll have stretches where I'm just doing small jobs, and then I'll take a large job. And for me, a large job is not like a big addition or anything like that. It's a job that's gonna maybe take me a week, maybe 2 weeks, if it just has to take that long. But sometimes those jobs can just wear down on you. You're just going, and it's like, man, will the job ever end? You know what I mean? Like, it's like that. Where small jobs, you're in, you're out. I like to mix them up. Some people think that the small jobs are the lifeline of your business. And I understand that. I mean, it's really good to have large jobs, but sometimes if they fall apart, you need the small ones. And before you do this full time and become a quote unquote pro, it's good to just have the small jobs. You got to get started before you're a pro. I mean, it's kind of like how I started this YouTube channel before I was a pro. And then, bam, look at this. I mean, I do stuff like that where, I mean, I just cover up the camera with the post. It's ridiculous. And I did it the whole time. It was there the whole time I was installing the new post. So as you see now, the new post is already in and I'm filling in the hole. Totally ridiculous. But I mean, it's a post, man. Like, you put it in the ground, you put concrete around it, you level it, make sure it's plumb, and, amateur. Anyway, these small jobs, can be the lifeblood of your business, and a lot of people look at it like that. I mean, I take these jobs all the time. I mean, something as simple as doorknobs. Putting in a doorknob. Yes, people want you to do that. Changing out hinges because they're changing to a different color, so they want new hinges on the doors and new doorknobs, and it's just, and you can make good money doing these. I mean, these are what I consider very small jobs. You don't have to wait until you're proficient at something that's more complex. Stop overthinking it. I do something, I said in the video before that I do appliance repair. Now, I don't do it all the time, but I want to keep my skills up in it. And the way it works best for me to add it in as part of my business is either I'm working at a customer's house and, you know, I might mention it and then they say, oh man, I got this thing over here, and we might go that route. Or I get calls. Or I still get warranty companies that reach out to me to ask me to fix something. And I'll just, you know, go do it. Now, this might require you to actually study a little bit, but it's okay. These are still small jobs, and some of them are they're just very simple. You know, they get complex just like anything else, but it's not something you can't do. So I want all of y'all to get out here, man, and just start getting it in. Don't overthink it. Put your mailbox in on a Saturday morning and have the rest of your day to spend and hang out with your family and do whatever you want, man. Daryl, also known as the Finisher. I'm gonna put another video up here with this about things I think you need to know, things I know you need to know to operate your handyman business successfully. All right, so hey, stay safe and be blessed.